The upcoming all-electric cars and SUVs in 2023, 2024, and 2025. Why do people prefer electric cars over normal cars, and what can we expect from these cars? Electric vehicles are the way of the future, and automakers are adding more EVs to their lineup every year. Welcome to Cars Business News, where, in today's video, you will get to know about some of the best new and upcoming electric cars and SUVs in 2023, 2024, and 2025. So make sure to watch the video till the end. Electric vehicles are already common on the road, with a growing number of all-electric models on the market. The electric effect is now in full swing, with established brands committing to offering a broader range of pure electric cars in the future, while those that rely heavily on diesel are seeing sales decline, with a 2030 deadline in regions like the UK to phase out combustion cars. Prices are falling, models are diversifying, and it's all happening in tandem with increased investment and network expansion. Let's take a look at what you could expect to see on the roads in the coming years. 1. Byton M-Byte concept. Byton's M-Byte and K-Byte concepts, a crossover in a sedan, were first seen in January at the CES Technology Show. They are at the forefront of what is expected to be a flood of electric vehicles from the Chinese startup, which has only been in operation since 2016. The M-Byte will be available first in Europe, but we expect it to cost $45,000 in the United States. The rear-wheel drive model has a 72-kilowatt battery, but there are two versions with a larger 95-kilowatt pack, a 408-horsepower all-wheel drive model and a rear-wheel drive model. According to Byton, the smaller battery pack has a range of up to 224 miles, while the larger 95-kilowatt battery has a range of up to 286 miles. 2. Canoe van. The 7-seat EV Light Carnews pickup is built on a skateboard platform, which BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Volkswagen use to easily swap body styles on similar underpinnings. Canoo is experimenting with a subscription service that would allow customers to use and pay for the EV only when it is required. Canoo claims that this small bus will have a range of 250 miles and a power output of 300 horsepower. The subscription or initial cost has not yet been disclosed, but expect more information later this year. 3. Ford F-150 Lightning. The Ford F-Series pickup, which has been the best-selling vehicle in the United States for nearly 4 decades, has gone electric. There are 2 battery packs available, with EPA estimates of 230 miles for rear-drive trucks and 300 miles for dual-motor all-wheel drive models. Both versions will produce 775 pound-feet of torque, which is 205 more than the Power Boost Hybrid V6. Ford claims its 563 horsepower dual-motor truck can reach 60 miles per hour in under 4 seconds. When we test an F-150 Lightning later this year, we'll find out if it's one of the fastest pickups we've ever tested. The Ford F-150 Lightning will be manufactured at Ford's new Rouge Electric Vehicle Center in Dearborn, Michigan, and will go on sale in 2022. 4. Fisker Ocean. The Fisker Ocean, a stylish 300-mile range electric SUV with a solar roof, sounds promising, and Heinrich Fisker's EV startup hopes to deliver on that promise. Fisker says Ocean production will begin in the fourth quarter of 2022 after officially being revealed at the Los Angeles Auto Show in November. The maximum claimed mileage with dual-motor all-wheel drive is 350 miles, while the most affordable Ocean will have a claimed range of 250 miles and start at around $39,000 while eligible for the federal tax credit. 5. Chevrolet Equinox EV. Chevy sold 165,232 Equinox crossovers last year, outselling the Ford Escape, Honda Pilot, Hyundai Tucson, and Subaru Forester. It hopes to build on its success with an Equinox EV, which will cost around $30,000 and go on sale in the fall of 2023. Details on range and battery size are not yet available, but we expect it to have up to 300 miles of range to compete with what's already on the market. 6. Chevrolet Silverado EV. The GMC Hummer EV and SUV were revealed to be a preview of Chevy's upcoming all-electric Silverado. They'll be produced under the same roof, with the Silverado also employing GM's Ultium battery pack and capable of traveling up to 400 miles on a single charge. The Silverado EV will be available in a variety of trim levels, ranging from a fleet-oriented work truck trim to fully loaded RST models with 664 horsepower. In order to meet its promise of producing 30 new EVs by 2025, Chevy will begin production of its first electric pickup this year. 7. Faraday Future FF91. The Faraday Future FF91 once seemed poised to make waves, but will it ever see the light of day? We first saw the FF91 at CES 2017, and the startup later announced that the vehicle was ready for production. A prototype was recently spotted testing at the company's manufacturing plant in Hanford, California. It claims 1,050 horsepower from 2 rear-mounted electric motors and an optional front-mounted motor. According to Faraday Future, the large crossover can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.4 seconds. A 130 kilowatt battery pack developed in collaboration with LG Chem is said to have a range of 378 miles. According to Faraday, production will begin later in 2022. 8. Ford Explorer EV. The Ford Explorer is one of the most popular SUVs in the United States, so giving it the all-electric treatment is a no-brainer. In May 2021, Ford announced that its 3-row SUV would join the Mustang Mach-E and the E-Transit electric van in Ford's growing electric lineup. Though the current Explorer has a 318 horsepower hybrid V6 powertrain, we suspect that the rear and all-wheel drive Explorer EV models are in the works, similar to the Mach-E and F-150 Lightning. 9. Tesla Roadster. The Tesla Roadster's second generation has been scheduled for release in 2023. It claims a 1.9 second 0 to 60 mile per hour time, an 8.8 second quarter mile time, and a top speed of 250 miles per hour. The Roadster will most likely have all-wheel drive and a pair or possibly 3 electric motors that, combined with a 200 kilowatt battery pack, will give this two-door a range of up to 620 miles. We anticipate a starting price of around $200,000, which will be a fair price if the Roadster lives up to its performance claims. 10. Volvo XC60. The third generation of Volvo's compact crossover, known as the XC60, is expected to go on sale in 2024. Volvo has hinted that the next XC60 will only be available as an EV, and it will be the first vehicle to use battery cells developed through a collaboration with Swedish battery maker Northvolt. This technology will be developed at a research and development center in Sweden, which Volvo and Northvolt hope to open by 2022. The collaboration will also result in the establishment of a gigafactory in Europe to produce batteries beginning in 2026, though the initial battery allocation for the XC60 EV will come from a Northvolt plant in Sweden. Volvo's push to have an electric XC60 will include the new model. This new electric XC60 is part of Volvo's push to have EVs account for half of its sales by 2025 and a fully electric lineup by 2030. Acura ADX. The Acura ADX will be another step toward rectifying the lack of electrification in Honda's current lineup. Although details are scarce, we do know that this all-electric SUV will be based on the upcoming Honda Prologue. Although it is mostly rumor, Honda did file a trademark application for the ADX nameplate with the United States Patent and Trademark Office in December 2021. Before the end of the video, I want to tell you 2 important advantages of having electric cars. Running costs. Because you're not paying for petrol or diesel to keep your car running, you can save a lot of money on fuel. At the time of this video, it cost around £63 to fill the average unleaded petrol tank for drivers of medium-sized cars in the UK. By comparison, depending upon the electric vehicle you own and the tariff you are on, a full charge of your electric vehicle could cost as little as 96 pence. With Good Energy's electric vehicle tariff, you could even save £60 a year versus the Big Six's standard variable tariffs, with the added bonus of the electricity going into your EV being 100% renewable. Low maintenance. We all know cars need a little bit of TLC from time to time. Petrol and diesel engines can require expensive engine maintenance in their lifetimes. Electric vehicles don't. Why is this? In a traditional combustion engine, there are hundreds of moving parts which can potentially go wrong, whereas an electric motor is fewer than 20. This means that your EV is likely to have lower long-term maintenance costs than other vehicles. Tell us in the comment section below which car you like the most and would love to buy it someday. And don't forget to like the video and hit the bell icon below for the latest updates every time in your notifications. And until then, we'll see you soon.